16. Until today, I was homeschooled. And then it was goodbye, Africa. And hello, high school.
So you've never been to a real school before? Shut up. Shut up!
I didn't say anything. Plastics. Who are the plastics?
They're teen royalty.
And the worst.
So you want to invite you to have lunch with us?
Regina seems sweet.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
Gretchen told me that you like Aaron Samuels. I could talk to him for you if you want.
Really? You would do that?
You're so hot.
I knew how this would be settled in the animal world. But this was girl world. All the fighting had to be sneaky.
I want to lose 3 pounds.
They're these nutrition bars my mom uses to lose weight.
It won't close.
It's a 5. You could try Sears.
Why are you eating a Caltine bar?
What?
They make you gain weight like crazy.
Sorry I laughed at you.
I'm sorry I called you fat.
I'm sorry that people are so jealous of me, but I can't help it that I'm popular.
Walk it off. Walk it off.
Teenage Cady Heron navigates the treacherous social hierarchy of an American high school. Her journey, filled with mean moments and witty schemes, explores the harsh realities of teenage friendships. Adapted into a musical, this 2004 comedy offers a hilarious yet insightful take on the challenges of fitting in and finding true connections. 16-year-old Cady Heron, played by Lindsay Lohan, is preparing to return to the U.S. with her mother, played by Anna Gasteyer, and father, played by Neil Flynn, to attend public school, after spending her whole childhood being homeschooled in Kenya. Cady starts going to North Shore High School. She meets teachers like Ms. Norbury, played by Tina Fey, and Coach Carr, played by Dwayne Hill, but finds it difficult to make friends with other kids. During lunch, Janice, played by Lizzie Kaplan, and Damien, played by Daniel Franzese, invite Cady to join them. Janice and Damien talk to Cady about Gretchen Wieners, played by Lacey Chabert, who is rich but emotionally fragile, and Karen Smith, played by Amanda Seyfried, who is pretty but incredibly dumb. They are led by the resident queen bee, Regina George, played by Rachel McAdams, who strikes fear into the hearts of the other students. They bring her back to the cafeteria, where they show her the different types of cliques she can join, right before Cady spots the plastics, the most popular and nastiest girls in school. Another student, Jason, played by Daniel DeSanto, comes over to make a crude comment to Cady, and Regina proceeds to humiliate Jason in front of the whole cafeteria. Cady catches Regina's eye and is invited to go over to their table. Regina invites Cady to eat lunch with her and Gretchen and Karen for the rest of the week, which Janice and Damien see as an opportunity for Cady to get dirt on the plastics. In her mathematics class, Cady falls in love with the attractive senior Aaron Samuels, played by Christopher Briney, and she begins to act foolish to be with him. Cady tells Gretchen and Karen that she likes Aaron, but the girls warn her not to mention that to Regina because Aaron is her ex-boyfriend. Cady joins the girls at Regina's house, where she meets Regina's mother, played by Amy Poehler. In Regina's room, Regina pulls out a burned book that the plastics created to write mean things about other girls in their grade. Janice has Dyke written next to her picture, while Damien gets too gay to function on there after Cady brought it up, because Janice introduced him that way. Damien and Janice are irritated with Cady for not knowing more about the plastics. They caution Cady about falling for any of Regina's ploys, because of her ability to manipulate the other pupils. Aaron later invites Cady to a Halloween party. Regina and Gretchen get ready by trying to find the hottest costume, while Cady dresses like a grotesque zombie bride. Gretchen lets it slip to Regina that Cady likes Aaron, so Regina pretends to go talk to him for Cady. In reality, she uses one of her manipulation tactics before pulling Aaron in for a kiss. Cady witnesses this and feels betrayed, going back to Janice and Damien to declare that she now hates Regina as much as they do. Damien clarifies the story that Janice was best friends with Regina throughout their childhood, but their friendship took a turn when Regina spread a rumor about Janice. Regina seems to have thought Janice was a lesbian because she's Lebanese. This incident led to the breakdown of their friendship, and they did not reconcile until high school. Cady then goes along with Janice and Damien's plan to ruin Regina's life. The trio starts their revenge scheme by sabotaging Regina when she is getting awarded homecoming queen. Janice and Damien have Cady give Regina face cream that is actually just lard. Cady is then ordered by Janice and Damien to begin pressuring Gretchen and Karen to turn against Regina. Gretchen's nervousness boils over during the holidays when they make it appear as though Regina gave Cady a candy cane gram but not one for her. As a result, she confides in Cady and tells some of Regina's secrets. Cady later joins the Plastics for their annual talent show Christmas performance, which everyone in the school is sick of. Damien sings The Beautiful by Christina Aguilera at the talent show, while mathlete Kevin Napor, played by Rajiv Surendra, does a crude rap. After Regina insults both Gretchen and Karen, they do their dance, which takes a disastrous turn when Gretchen accidentally throws the music player down the stage, while Cady continues to sing to keep everyone going. Later, Gretchen tells Cady that Regina is seeing another man, Shane Omond, played by Diego Klattenhoff, instead of Aaron. Cady informs Aaron of this. He decides to end their relationship. Then, despite the fact that Caltine bars cause rapid weight gain, Cady begins giving Regina one in an attempt to help her lose weight. Janice later invites Cady to her art show, but Cady lies and says she is going somewhere with her mom. During lunch, Gretchen and Karen no longer allow Regina to sit with them since she is now wearing sweatpants due to her weight gain. Cady then lies to her mom to get out of plans with her so that she can have the house to herself and throw a party so she can invite Aaron. Things go disastrous when the other students trash her house. Cady also gets very drunk and tries to talk to Aaron but just ends up telling him how she pretended to be dumb to talk to him. He starts to get put off by her behavior and leaves. When Cady follows him out, she finds Janice and Damien at her house, both angry at Cady for lying to them and being just as bad as Regina. Cady then hits back that Janice is obsessed with her, which is the final straw and causes Janice and Damien to stop being friends with her. Janice leaves Cady with her winning art piece, a drawing of the three of them. Later, Shane informs Regina that the Caltine bars are causing her to put on weight. Then, in a fit of wrath, Regina writes mean things about herself and shows it to Principal Duval, played by Tim Meadows, in an effort to pass it off as the work of Cady, Gretchen, and Karen. Principal Duval calls them in his office. Regina then spreads photocopies of the pages of the book around the school, which causes chaos among students. Principal Duval switches the fire alarm to break the fight and calls everyone to the gymnasium to solve the problem. In a trust fall exercise, Ms. Norbury, who was accused of being a drug dealer in the book, has all the girls get together and apologize to one another. Following multiple remarks, one of which is from a girl who doesn't even go there, Janice stands up and tells Regina about her and Cady's entire plan of retaliation and how they destroyed her life. After the major revelation, Cady and Regina dispute, which results in a bus running into Regina, while Janice goes around the school feeling proud of herself. There are rumors around the school that Cady shoved Regina in front of the bus, but Regina is recovering thanks to a brace on her neck and back. Cady decides to accept full responsibility and is suspended for 3 weeks after learning that the burn book had an impact on the lives of other girls as well as Ms. Norbury. Her grades start to rise after she returns, and Ms. Norbury gives her an opportunity to receive extra credit. Cady plays for the mathletes in their state tournament. The moderator, played by Bruce Hunter, making a brief appearance, calls Cady and the female opponent, Caroline Kraft, played by Claire Pruce, of the opposing team for the tie-breaking question after a few rounds. After Caroline gives an incorrect response, Cady considers her past experiences before providing the right response and wins the competition. She then goes to the spring fling dance at the school. There, Shane is announced as king while Cady is announced as queen. She gives a speech to everyone about how they are all special and shares pieces of her tiara with everyone, including the Plastics. Janice and Damien forgive Cady, and she goes to dance with Aaron, where they share their first kiss. The movie ends with a commentary by Cady informing that the Plastics have broken up. After Regina's spine healed, she joined sports, Karen became a weather presenter, and Gretchen found herself a new clique and a new queen bee to serve. Aaron went to Northwestern and he and Cady met on weekends. Finally, Cady realizes that all the drama that happened is not important. Just then, Damien notices the new Plastics. As we wrap up this cinematic journey through high school drama, reflect on your own experiences. Have you encountered a Regina or been a Cady? Share your stories and thoughts below. Also, don't forget to give a like. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for future updates. Thanks for watching.